Well, I'm actually a little terrified to start this series because we're starting first with physical cleanup, and physical means all the spaces of our places, everything that's identified to us in a physical space. So that could be our homes, our apartments, our condos, um, anywhere where you're living, um, and all the various rooms within those spaces. So your bedroom, your office space, your kitchen, your fridge. You'll see it more within that checklist, all of those spaces, and you're going to see me go through the checklist as well. But I'm actually quite terrified because it's the end of the year and a lot accumulates. I mean, I've done cleanups throughout the year with the seasons, but there's still a lot. So, all right, we're going to go through this process. I'm excited to go through it with you and inspire you to do the same. So let's get started. But before anything, I just got back from teaching a class and I need to eat something. So I'm going to eat something. You can watch me make a sandwich if you'd like, and then we're going to get started. All right, so in the process of making a sandwich, I decided to kind of just talk through certain things. So this week being week 1, physical spaces, like I said, I'm quite terrified because there's just a lot. Like, I live in a smaller space, so I live in a 1-bedroom, 1-den condo, and as much as I try to clear up my spaces, it's just sometimes really challenging because we hold on to a lot of things. And so this is a really great time to reflect and ask ourselves, why do we hold on to things? And at the same time, be able to remove those things so we can have greater clarity and purpose in our lives. Because we may believe that major changes may actually bring a better change for us. But really, it's like the small things, like cleaning up our space, cleaning up the mess, going into our hiding place and really getting clarity before we start making decisions, so that we can choose with purpose, with guidance, with clarity. Because when we don't choose with clarity, we end up making choices that perhaps might not serve us, might not serve the people around us. Because it's not only about us, it's also about who is around us, our families, our friends, our loved ones. Is it serving our community as well? And so sometimes when we make those major decisions, it actually creates an imbalance in our relationships, in our greater life as well. So I was just really considering that too. And let's take this time and this opportunity to really get centered in. And as you go through the cleaning process, take that time to really reflect. You're going to start to see how when you're cleaning up, you're going to be like, okay, should I, choose this? Should I throw this out? Should I donate this? But then at the same time, when you're going through the process, you're going to actually see yourself go in, where there is that quietude. So while you're doing this, maybe putting on some relaxing music in the background, maybe something that's not too inflicting with emotions, but rather just something a little bit more zen. And I can actually put a playlist into the bio of this video so that you can just go ahead and listen to that through the process as we clean up the mess and go into our hiding place. And I'm going to make my sandwich now, and we'll continue this conversation. All right, so let's take a look at our clean up the mess checklist. So week 1, we are obviously working on physical cleanup. So we're cleaning up our clothing closet and then our shoe closet. Then we're going to clean up our bathroom, our workspace, and then our living area. Then our kitchen and our fridge, and then the external areas of perhaps if you have a car, we'll do our car, and then our storage or garage, and then we will then clean up our physical files if you have some physical files on hand. Why I chose to separate these two closets is because I know most of us, we have lots of clothes and we have lots of shoes. So I wanted to make that a separate thing so we really pay attention to those two things, as well as kitchen and fridge. Fridge is its own little beast, as well as kitchen, like our cabinets, our spice racks, where we hold our snacks, where we hold our drinks, these types of things. I want you to go through all of those cabinets and really clear out. And of course, you're going to watch me go through the process as well, but I just wanted to explain to you a little bit about week 1. Okay, welcome back. We're starting with the clothing closet. So this is my clothing closet, as you can see. It's quite small, but there's lots of stuff in here. I mean, I already kind of did this for my kind of winter cleanup, but this is the end of the year cleanup. And I found that even after my winter cleanup, I wasn't completely honest with myself. There are still things in here that I don't use. So now is the time for me to be super clear and honest with myself and ask myself, have I been using this throughout the year? And is this a piece of clothing that I'm actually going to bring into the new year? So I want to ask you to do the same as well. I'm going to do this part of the video time lapse. I may document certain things, but you're going to kind of see me go through that process of looking at all these clothes and asking myself, is this really something that I need? Or is it something that I can give away? Or is it just not salvageable and it's time to throw it out? Okay. And I'll probably stop it maybe halfway through, talk a little bit about donation, throwing out. Maybe I'll show you some of the things that I've decided to donate, some things I've decided to throw out, and just to give you a distinguishing factor with that. All right, let me show you the end results here. We got all of our clothes nicely folded, pretty much. Again, I've done a lot of this before, especially seasonally, so I feel like I'm quite good, but there were still things that I needed to throw away or give away because I know I'm not going to use it. So just be really honest with yourself through this process, and I'm going to head to the other side of my closet now. Okay, so at the beginning of the winter season, this was all beautifully color coordinated, and it's just not now. And like these are just flying around everywhere. So, okay, let's get started.
that's that with the hanging stuff. So you can watch me put the hanging stuff back, and then I'm going to organize it, color coordinate it, and then I'll show you what that looks like. This is the finish. I did my best to color coordinate. Don't judge me. But blacks to darker green to some blues, some auburns. I think like this yellow color could probably have gone here somewhere, and then switch these up. I don't know. Close enough, right? Yeah. Okay, so far, here's the maybe pile. Boom. And here's the no pile, donation pile. Because all of these look pretty good. I'm going to go through them again, but I think most of them are good for donation. All right. Last but not least, for clothing is my front section, which has all of my sweaters and my jackets. I feel like I've done a lot of this already, so I'm just gonna kind of go through it quickly for myself. So we are making our way to our shoe closet, which conveniently is located right here. So let's make our way down. Oh Lord, let's be really honest about this. You see that? That's a disaster. Okay. So I've put back all of the practical shoes in this area, things that I will use more often. Heels and stuff, I'm going to actually find another section for them so they're not taking too much space here. I've put the boots and shoes that I need to fix aside for now. If I don't fix them by January, so December 31st, I'm throwing them out. But I'm keeping them out for that purpose, so I know. I'm done with my shoes. I'm not a big shoe person. And I really stopped buying things that I don't need, and just focused on buying the things that I truly need, as well as things that bring me joy. So of course, if I see a pair of shoes that I absolutely love, 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 and I know that I don't have something similar, then I'll go ahead and buy that. But really the focus right now is to just be a little bit more minimal, because minimalism for me makes me super happy. And just keeps me of clear mind. So I encourage you to do the same. But if you love shopping and you love, having a bunch of shoes, enjoy yourself. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but just make sure that you're in budget with your life and your circumstances, and that you are looking ahead, not just for today. Although we live for today, we also have to plan ahead and be diligent for our lives. All right, we are on to our bathrooms. Oh, this one's giving me anxiety. I don't want to say anxiety because it's not like I have anxiety. It's just more like I know that there's a lot ahead of me right now. Any products that we haven't used, for at least the last 3 months. So let's get to it. clean inside of here, and then we're going to start putting everything back. But please don't judge me. Clean up your own mess, okay? All right, this is the end product. I'm really happy. It's super clear. I know exactly what's in here now, so I'm not guessing. And yeah, I wiped everything down as well, so it's clean, and I'm really happy about it. All right, now I love this cabinet, by the way. It just makes me happy. Okay, so we're going through these. I've done a lot of it, but there's still some things hiding in here. What I'm going to do is remove everything, clean it up, and put everything back. But this is what I'm keeping for the next season to come. This is the final. I am so happy because I had stuff on my counter that was taking up space, and now that I've thrown out a bunch of things, I was able to put everything in here. Oh, so epic. Yay. Okay, that was week 1, part 1, and I'm going to be launching part 2. If you're watching this at the launch time, it'll be Wednesday, so you'll be receiving this video into your mailbox on Wednesdays. If you're watching this on YouTube on another time other than the launch, you can watch part 2 here and follow along the series as we have 3 more weeks of cleanup. We have the mental cleanup, emotional cleanup, and spiritual cleanup. So let's keep the flow going and let's prepare ourselves for 2025. And even if you're doing this outside of preparation for 2025, whenever you're watching it, cleaning up the mess is just such a pivotal thing to do for your clarity, for your vision in life. So continue on this path, and we'll see you in the next video.